Have you ever wondered why sometimes your attempts to connect with someone end up pushing them away? Today, we're going to uncover what might be happening. Welcome to Charm Blueprint, where we explore the secrets of relationships, seduction, and self-development. In today's video, we'll talk about a crucial topic for those who want to stand out in the game of seduction: the 5 behaviors that might be making you less attractive. It's essential to understand these behaviors because they are often subtle and could be sabotaging your chances of meeting amazing people. You might be pushing potential partners away without even realizing it, simply because of some seemingly harmless actions. We all want to be more attractive and charismatic, right? But to achieve that, we need to identify and correct the habits that are holding us back. Let's discuss what might be making you seem less interesting, and more importantly, how to change it. The goal of this video is to help you recognize these behaviors and transform them so that you can become more confident, authentic, and of course, more attractive. So let's dive in, because learning to identify and adjust these habits can make all the difference in your social interactions and relationships. But before we continue, don't forget to give us a like to help us keep sharing valuable content like this. Ready? Let's go! 1. Constant need for validation. Have you ever found yourself wondering if the people around you like you? If you're doing enough to be accepted? It's natural to want to be appreciated and accepted. But when this need for validation becomes a priority, it can be a sign that something is off. This relentless pursuit of approval can lead you to change your behavior and personality just to please others, which can be exhausting and frustrating. Always seeking others' approval can negatively impact your confidence and self-worth. When you rely on others' opinions to feel good about yourself, you're giving your power away to them. This can make you feel insecure and anxious, always worried about pleasing others instead of being authentic. In the long run, this constant need for validation can erode your self-confidence and make you doubt your own abilities and worth. So how do you change this? The key lies in building your self-confidence by focusing on self-acceptance and self-compassion. This means being kind to yourself and accepting your flaws and imperfections. Value your own opinions and judgments. Instead of constantly seeking others' approval, work on feeling secure and confident in who you are. Make decisions based on what you believe is right, and treat yourself with the same understanding and kindness you would offer to a friend. By making these changes, you'll see your self-confidence grow and become less dependent on external approval. 2. Being a people pleaser. Do you feel like you need to please everyone to be accepted? It's understandable to want to make others happy and be well-liked. But when this need to please becomes a constant priority, it can have negative consequences. Constantly trying to please everyone can make you lose sight of who you really are and what you truly value. Moreover, this incessant attempt to please can be extremely draining and unsatisfying in the long run. This can lead to the loss of your own identity and values. When you're always worried about meeting others' expectations, it can be easy to forget your own needs and desires. This behavior can leave you feeling empty and dissatisfied, as you're constantly sacrificing your own happiness to please others. Over time, this lack of authenticity can generate resentment, both in you and in those around you, as no one can be everything to everyone all the time. So how do you change this? Set boundaries and be true to yourself. Learning to say no when necessary and expressing your opinions honestly, even if it means disagreeing with others, is crucial. By being authentic and assertive, you not only respect your own needs, but also create more genuine and healthy relationships. Remember, it's better to be respected for who you truly are than to be accepted for who you pretend to be. By prioritizing your truth and setting clear boundaries, you'll feel more satisfied and at peace with yourself. 3. Rushing into relationships. Do you tend to jump into relationships without really getting to know the person? This urge to dive headfirst into a new relationship might seem exciting at first, but it can have negative long-term consequences. Rushing into a relationship can lead to unrealistic expectations and a superficial understanding of your partner. When you don't take enough time to get to know the person, you might end up being surprised by aspects of their personality or behaviors you hadn't noticed before, which can cause frustrations and conflicts. Jumping quickly into a relationship can significantly increase the risk of disappointments and misunderstandings. Without a solid foundation of mutual knowledge and understanding, small disagreements can easily turn into big problems. Moreover, the lack of a deep understanding of your partner can lead to incompatibilities that could have been identified if the relationship had progressed more gradually. The lack of time to build a true emotional connection can result in a superficial and unstable relationship. So, how do you change this? Take things slowly. Spend time really getting to know your partner before making big commitments. Enjoy the process of discovery. learning about each other's values, interests, and life goals. Building a relationship based on trust and intimacy requires patience and effort. By allowing the relationship to develop naturally, you create a solid foundation for a lasting and meaningful connection. Remember, the quality of a relationship is not in how quickly it develops, but in the depth and authenticity of the connection you build together. 4. Excessive self-sacrifice. Do you sacrifice your passions and hobbies to please others? Often, when we're in a relationship, we feel the need to put our partner's needs and desires ahead of our own. While it's natural to want to make the other person happy, completely abandoning your own passions and interests can be harmful. It's important to remember that your hobbies and interests are an essential part of who you are, and sacrificing them can lead to a loss of identity. This excessive self-sacrifice can lead to resentment and dissatisfaction, both for you and for the relationship. When you constantly put the other's desires ahead of your own, you might start to feel that your own needs are not important. This can generate feelings of frustration and resentment, which can accumulate over time and cause tensions in the relationship. Moreover, your partner might feel that you're not being authentic, which can undermine trust and connection between you. So, how do you change this? Encourage individual interests and maintain your own passions. Continuing to pursue your own activities not only helps you grow as a person, but also makes you more interesting and attractive to potential partners. When you keep your passions alive, you demonstrate self-confidence and independence, qualities that are highly attractive. Moreover, by supporting your partner's interests and maintaining your own, you're both contributing to a more balanced and healthy relationship. Remember, a strong relationship is one where both partners feel fulfilled and valued as individuals. 5. Constant availability. Are you always available for everyone and everything? In a world where connectivity is constant, it's easy to fall into the trap of always being accessible. Whether through messages, emails, or social media, the pressure to respond immediately and be present for others can be overwhelming. However, this constant availability can come at a high cost to your well-being. Always being available can harm your mental and emotional well-being, leading to anxiety and depression. When you don't have time for yourself, to relax and reflect, you can start to feel overwhelmed and exhausted. The lack of time for self-care and introspection can result in feelings of disconnection from yourself and others. Moreover, the constant pressure to be available can increase stress levels, negatively affecting your mental and emotional health. So how do you change this? The key is balancing your availability with self-care. Set aside time for yourself without distractions to reflect and recharge your energy. Give yourself the necessary space to disconnect from external demands and reconnect with yourself. Practicing self-care and establishing healthy boundaries is essential for maintaining your well-being and cultivating healthy relationships. Remember, you can't be present for others if you're not taking care of yourself first. Balancing your availability with moments of introspection and self-care is crucial for a balanced and healthy life. We've reached the end of our video. We've talked about 5 behaviors that might be making you less attractive and how to transform them to improve your relationships and self-confidence. Remember, understanding and correcting these habits can make all the difference in your social life and relationships. So, do any of these behaviors sound familiar to you? Share your experiences in the comments. Lastly, creating these videos takes time and requires editing tools. If you want to support the channel and help keep this content going, consider Buy Me a Beer through the link in the pinned comment. So, if you think the content is helping and you want to see even more, a virtual beer is always welcome. Your support is crucial for us to continue bringing valuable tips on relationships and self-improvement. Until next time.